Okay, I have a good news. Thanks to Harry Viguna, I'll leave the description in his name in description so you can look up also his channel because he's a perfectionist, but he's a very smart programmer. He helped me to make this motor to work. I mean, I'm at the beginning of the maybe making the cube work too, but for now, the first thing was to find out what the real wires are connected, where they are, where is power, and where are the other wires. And as you can see, this motor is now spinning counterclockwise. And to spin it the other way, let me move this a little bit in the picture. There we go. So there's an Arduino Nano, okay, and a simple sketch that Harry wrote, and I just added some stuff to it. Uh, and then there is a directional wire connected to 5 volts, which I'm holding it in my left fingers. And if I touch this wire, it immediately turns clockwise. If I let go, it will go counterclockwise. So counterclockwise and clockwise, and you can do that back and forth. It's probably not good for the motor because you want to have another wire hooked up, which is called stop. So you put a stop in first, so it stops spinning the direction it's going, and then you turn it back on and make it go the other direction. Okay, so that I don't have working yet. That's just something that's going to come hopefully down the road. So one more time. So here is one of these motors uh, um, that I had trouble with, which is let me kind of scoop this way. So there is this company called Nidec. Okay, let's see if the lighting would be. But anyway, you can read the Nidec, and it's a 24H motor. Okay, this one happens to have 8 wires. I also have these with 12 wires, which I have not done. I have not used this one yet. So, but I will test it and see if I can make it also to work. Okay, so this schematic here is the correct schematic. So for the 24H 8 wire, if you have it upside down like this, so it rests on its label basically, or on its back. The first wire is 12 volts. The minus 12 is ground basically. Then here is the start and stop, which is the third wire from the left. Then there is PWM, the pulse width modulation, is the next wire. In this case, it's colored red. Okay. And then forward and reverse, and that's what I'm using. That's what you hook up to 5 volts. Then if you want to make the signal A and a B to work, you have to hook up this wire, which is the third from the right, um, uh, to 5 volts. Okay, and then here is your signals A and a B. I'm not using that yet. The only wires I use is the plus 12 volts, the ground, the PWM, and forward and reverse, and that's all I use. The rest of the wires I'm not using. Okay, not even a start and stop. But anyway, that's also very simple. It's only plus 5 volts or minus 5 volts. So okay. So finally, I got it to go, and it's it feels very good that Harry figured out that it was the frequency was the problem, and so that's that. And then he wrote a little simple sketch, and I will, by the way, put it in the GitHub, and you can download it and play with it also if you want to. Now, my setup, as I said, Arduino Nano. It is one of those Nidec 8 wire motor. And this here is just my little power supply that from my Ryobi battery, I make whatever voltages I need. In this case, it's 12 volts. So 12 volts is connected to the first two wires from the left. And then I have another wire, which is this one here, which is a 12 volts. Actually, I'm pointing at something you don't see. There we go. So this connector here brings in 12 volts, and it's connected to the Arduino Nano where it says VCC or VN. And because as you can see, there is no connection to the USB port, so otherwise I don't have to supply this voltage here, okay? Because the motor has its own volts, and then just gets the signals and tell it how fast you want it and so on. Also, in the sketch, there are notes after each line, or most of the lines, because you don't need like next to delay. Everybody understands what delays means. So you can find out like what speed. Like right now, on a scale 0 to 255, or is it 256? 255, 0 to 255. I'm spinning it at 220. The number is 220. The higher the number, the slower it goes. The smaller the number, the faster it goes. Okay? So one more time. The higher the number, the slower it goes. And if you type 255, it stops basically. It will not turn. And then if you type in 10, that's gonna like spin like crazy. Otherwise than that, I don't think you need to know anything else unless you ask, and then you let me know. Okay. Well, you have a fantastic day. Give me a thumbs up. Share my website, my YouTube channel, I mean, and my website too. I have a website called tonysfun.com, TONYSFUN.com. And you can go, and there's anyway, it's my website, but it's very primitive and it's outdated. But if you want it, you can go look at it. Well, have a fantastic day.